So guys, I just did a most heavy weighted topic for me that is close to my heart. I just feel in my spirit that this is a part one. I'll be talking about other different topics within Lindaba of being a fatherless nation, guys. So take this as part one. I am coming back with part two. I hope you enjoy the video. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is your girl Noctula, and if it's your first time tuning in, thank you very much for tuning in, and thank you very much to the new subscribers. I have been having a lot of subscribers lately, and I see you guys and I appreciate you. Thank you very much for taking time and subscribing. So today I am so down, guys, and I just had this edge of sharing this experience with you, and it's something that is close to my heart, and it's something that is very personal, and it's something that most of people experience it, and most of the time it affects the lives of other people. So today I have decided to give it a theme or a name that says the fatherless generation. There is a lot of us who grew up without fathers, and most of the time we turned out to feel or to have different views about growing up with our fathers, regardless of the reasons that they were not present in our lives. And so I just have a guest today who happened to grow up without a father, and a lot of people, others will scoff and say that I grew up without him, and there is nothing that there is nothing that is missing from me. I don't feel incomplete. Some will say that if my father was present, my life maybe would not turn out the way it had. Others would say that what is wrong with them? They are blaming themselves for the absence of their fathers. There's so much issues around this, and today, as heavy as it is, I'll try not to be emotional about it, but the main reason that I want to share it, because people tend to underestimate the pain of growing up without the father, and they say because you know what, you can make it. I actually shared a status a month ago when I was stating that it's very painful to grow up without your biological father, and he said that you don't need him, you are not, you are complete without him. Because I think I said on that post that the void is real when you're growing up without a father, and they were like, no, there's no void, you're just complete without the person. Don't lean on him, don't make your life to be dependent to that person. Guys, it's we have different reasons, and so very much our mothers try very much to be there for us, but this is what I have discovered, that no matter how much our mothers would try to be there for us, but there will always be that void. Other people, they don't want to do anything with their fathers because they were never present in their lives, or they just showed up when they were older. The fact that it still makes you mad or crazy when you think about it, it means that you haven't dealt with it. It means that it does bothers you. And for me, if I could just give you a little bit of my information, is that I personally feel that I was rejected twice by my father. So I grew up like most of us, we grow up with in a dysfunctional family, whereby you were born outside wedlock, and most of us, our mothers had us when they were still young. And you find that ukuthi sisigezo esisenziwa ngootata bethu, because you will find people that became fathers in their young age. They took their responsibility of being a father, and they played the role of being a father to their kids. And you find your dad on the other side not playing the part, and you do not understand why it is. So this is what happened. I grew up with I grew up without knowing who's my father is. I totally forgot about him. I was raised by my grandmother, and those talks you can never really say. It's not like in our days, like our nowadays, where you can, a kid can just ask about their father just like that. For me, it was a topic that we never spoke about, and you could feel there's this void, and you can't really express it, and you can't really bring it up, because you don't know where you are going to begin to ask your grandparent or your mother about it. And you grow up with these question marks, on your head, that who is my father, what happened to him, why is he not present in my life, and so on and so on. And as I grew up, I really wanted to know what really happened, but I never had the guts of asking my mom. But I eventually had a glimpse of who he is, how he is like, and try to remember his last name, and to try to remember where he's from. Then I think when I was about to do matric, I gathered that information, and I traced him, and I found his sister first. And then he asked, who am I? And I explained that I am her brother's child. And then she just easily accepted me. And then I got to get his number. I remember this day vividly. I was from school, and it was raining on that day, and I called him for the first time. I called and say, am I speaking to so and so? And he said yes. And I said that ndinguNokuthula, your daughter. And he was, oh yeah, Nokuthula, I once went by your neighborhood, and I asked if you are still living there. They said yes, you are still living there. And for me that time, it felt like a dream. A man that I've been dreaming all my life, a man that I've been wondering where he is in my life. And I'm finally speaking to him, and I didn't pay much attention to what he was saying. And I was like, Dad, I have missed you. And he said, yeah, I've missed you too. Just like that. And then he said, is this your number? And I said, yes, this is my number. And then he saved it. He never called me. I was always the one that is calling. And I got more close to his sister than him, because she opened a door for me, where she said that you can come to my place whenever you want to come. You can call me whenever you want to call me. And all this time I was visiting him, his sister. He never reached out to me. And for me, I expected him to reach out to me, and to make up all the time that he has missed in my life, and to actually be there for me, and to introduce me to his family, to his kids. I mean, that's all I wanted. But that did not happen. He just carried on with his life as if nothing happened. And then that's when I got bitter. I hated him. I remember I would write a long message telling him how much I hate him, because I was so angry. I was so angry that how could it be the man that I've always dreamt about meeting in my life, he just doesn't want to reach out to me. I don't want to lie. That was the most painful part. And we always say that maybe if our fathers were present in our lives, maybe our lives would turn out better than they are. But now I'm saying, at some point I found myself saying that it was better when I did not know him. It was better when, he was just a nobody that I knew. And for me, that hit me very hard. I felt rejected twice, because I got to understand that it's not that he did want to be part of my life. He did not want to be the part of my life, and it has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with my mother, but it's just the man that he is. He is not into being the father to me. It has been painful, and I guarantee you it is still painful. And you just don't know what it is. And the words that I have been consoling myself with is that I can never make him play his role if he doesn't want to. It takes two to tango, and I cannot force the relationship. If it happens, he wants to talk to me, he will. And by the way, one time I was at church, and they were saying that the pastor was saying that you need to be right with your parents, to your biological parents, and you need to make peace with them. I remember that day, as rainy it was raining. I text him apologizing for something that I didn't do, guys. I was apologizing for expressing whatever, but I think at the same time it brought healing to me. So I apologized to him, and he said, yeah, it's fine. So currently, guys, my relationship with my father is like this. I've decided not to call him, because there's really nothing that we can speak about. So sometimes he does call me, but he doesn't call me to just check up on me. He doesn't, he still doesn't play a part in my life. But I have given up on the relationship. If he wants to be part of my life, he will. If he doesn't, then that's it. I have made peace with it, that if ever he ever wanted to be the part of my life, he would have done it, and he did not. That's because he doesn't want to, and I'm just cool with it. As much, I promise you, it is painful. Sometimes I would say it would have been better if he was dead, but to have him alive and to see him really hurts. But I'm hoping just one day that will change. But in the meanwhile, I'm just letting things to be. Yeah, and yeah, just letting things to be. People say that life goes on. It goes on, but it's not easy. The void is there. The void is there. sometimes Diti Cindy I'm cool with everything, but I see someone playing a role in their daughter's or son's life, and I'm like, why my father can't do that? And I have a lot of questions that only him can answer. And it's so sad that even today in our generation, we have men who still deny their children, and it's really sad. And I think this thing I don't know if it's a curse or what, but this chain need to be broken. We cannot survive another generation growing up without fathers. So guys, that's what I wanted to say. And I am sorry that if it made someone to feel sad or to be this down. That's how I really feel about it. And if you have a similar experience, please feel free to share it on the comment section. And yeah, thank you.